Yeah, so I'm not bragging or anything, but man, I feel like I've picked up this whole biking thing real fast, eh? Some tips that I've pretty much the whole way I learned how to ride, man, was straight YouTube, bro. They say YouTube's good for everything. Literally, if it's good for finding gold and learning how to mine Bitcoin currencies, bro, how hard can it be for someone to teach you how to ride a bike? And that's been my experience. It's just been an amazing experience. Ever since bikes, bro, 2 months ago, 100% non-stop, everything, algorithms and everything is just bikes, tips and tricks. Not so much tips for beginners and amateurs anymore. It's more so just dudes riding bikes, and yeah, I've just been following people on socials. And one of my favorite things to do on socials actually is a bike brother here. Yay! I think he revved it. Perhaps I should have given him a young pop pop. Oh, yeah, Facebook, YouTube, man, can teach you everything. Obviously, it's nothing like actually getting on the bike and, doing it yourself, but, bro, they can teach you some good stuff. You can get some good tips and tricks, and I'd encourage everyone to go and do that. There's lots of good pages out there, unlimited pages, man. There's millions of bikers around the world, and there's millions of content creators. And yeah, one of my favorite things to do actually is just sit at home and pretty much watch people do what I'm doing now. Just going for a cruise, going for rides. I used to watch the videos and I'd see where the rider's positioning his bike. I'd see how his gear changes are. Listen for what gear he's in, how he's behaving on the road. Yeah, man, and good times. You just put it kind of all into practice yourself, and then you just get to go and do it yourself, man, and it's quite amazing. There's a Harley shop right there where we got the Harley. Shout out to Rodham Sport. Adam, you want to get into this lifestyle, bro, you go hit up Adam, man. He'll suss you out. Amazing dudes at that place, bro. Straight up. It's actually like, that's another thing, man. Another thing is the community, the biker community, bro. Lovely people, awesome guys. You're always going to get, the one or two characters in there that you probably wouldn't want to associate with, but hey, everyone that I've met so far, bro, feels like you could just talk non-stop to them about it, and then talking about motorcycles and all that just, you know, ignites a flame within the soul. Someone can use that analogy if you want. Riding a bike is like igniting a flame in the soul. Look at us, man. Honestly, that's what it's all about, man. Right. I had a feeling he was going to indicate left and go left there. He was waiting for me. Thank you, brother. Yeah, that's what it's all about. A loud bike is a safe bike. My GSX 250 is bloody dangerous bike, mate. No one hears me coming. There's another brother. This is one of my favourite roads to come down. Right now it's actually dead quiet, but usually it gets quite busy and great roads to lane split on. Lane filter, lane split. And I got my clear visor on tonight and I don't have my pin lock on it. So when I'm breathing, bro, visor's getting all foggy unless I'm riding. Man, there's so many things about riding a motorcycle that I love. Just being out here. Sometimes I sit on my bike, bro, and I think, man, this just feels like crazy. You're just out here, exposed to everything, you know. You don't have airbags, windscreens, metal doors, frames, chassis, or anything. So how is this legal? You don't even have to chuck a seatbelt on or anything. You still got to chuck that helmet on though, brother. I don't know how it's legal to not wear a helmet in some states, over in America, man. That's just asking for trouble, bro. Still see quite a few of the boys around here riding without their helmets, on their dirt bikes and just got the old shiesties on. I wonder if the car park's open. Go and hear the old rumble. Go hear the roar. Might not be open though, it's pretty late. It's only a Monday night. The alarm's up, so maybe it is open. Oh yeah, here we go. Woo! Damn, that sounds tough, man. Sharks. Bet you could set off heaps of alarms in here. Bet you heaps of car alarms would go off if you were to ride through this place, though. I don't want to just ring it out, though. Someone around be like, oh, that guy, ringing it out on his bike. What a cool guy. Time and a place for that. Always time for that with when you see young bucks on the street, kids or something out on the street, telling you, they're just going, wow, go like this, wow, wow, wow. So you give them a little, wow, 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 man, stoked. It's kind of like when you're a little kid and you go like this. Go like that to a truckie and he beeps his horn or kind of like that, bro. But I was wondering what that noise was. Yeah, some work's going on. The old mate on a jackhammer. I know how you're feeling, brother. I did that for about a whole year over in Brisbane International Terminal, departure terminal, bro. It's like kilometres long and had to jackhammer up every single tile, bro. That thing was a killer. Couldn't do that now, not at my age. Hoping this video quality turns out alright. It's just kind of playing around with the settings at the moment, trying to get some nice settings going. Come out in front of everybody. Man, one thing I've got to do is work on my posture, eh? I'm freaking slouchy hard out. Always had a bad posture. And there's so many aspects, as I was saying, that I love about riding so far. And feeling the old wind on the body, bro. Feeling the power, that type of acceleration, man. Type of acceleration that you can get on a bike is completely different to that on a car or any car that I've ever been in anyway. Not talking no Teslas or anything, Model S's. But yeah, I just love riding around, having some sounds going, listening to some playlists. I listen to all types of music, but man, that foggy voice again. Yeah, man, I love urban riding. I love riding through traffic, lane filtering, lane splitting. I'm a bit apprehensive to speed these days because I got pulled up like a week after my wife bought this bike and $300 fine, 40 demerits. Now I'm like, bro, next purchase needs to be a radar. Not that it's about speeding or anything, but it's just, man, it's just a journey, you know. Riding a bike is nothing like it's not about the destination at all. It's all about the journey. That's another thing I love about riding a bike is, and you could be driving somewhere in a car with the most beautiful countryside or whatever it may be, having the best tunes or anything, and it may be a little bit mundane or feel like a chore, you know, I've got to get through this just to get to my destination that I'm wanting to go. Man, one thing I love about biking is you don't need a destination, it's all about the journey. Just go to a loop, go out, just get out, man, get some, you know, therapy, bro. You always come back way more happier than you were when you left, even if you were completely happy when you did leave, you know? There's always something to be grateful for when you're on the bike, and being able to experience life like this is one of those things that I'm truly grateful for now. Is, man, I was just missing out on tapping into this whole type of lifestyle before, you know, before I rode on a bike or anything. Yeah, since getting the bike, I've made heaps of new friends as well. More thanks to the bike, you know. And I ride with some pretty cool lads too, to be honest with you. You know, we got that, you know, got that in common now. We've got bike life in common. Doesn't matter what you ride, doesn't matter how you ride. If you're good, if you suck, if you're fast, if you're slow, if you ride a bike, you ride a bike, and that's something we got in common. There's the biker right there, bro. He probably couldn't even see me. Yeah. It's cool, eh? Just to be like, yo, bro, what are you up to? Go for a cruise this afternoon after money or something. Go for a ride, you know. But there's always someone keen, and if not, bro, guess what? Riding is just as good by yourself as it is with others. I don't have any comms yet or anything in my headphones, so I'm, you know, can't talk to the bros or can't talk to wifey while we're riding our bikes yet. That's one thing we've got to save up for, but and riding in a group is cool, you know, you got a bit of a presence on the road. Not about intimidation or anything, but people just feel these bikes, hear these bikes behind them or around them, and it kind of just lets you be. Yeah, there's a great community with the bikers. You can pull up next to a, you know, 60, 70-year-old man that you may have very, very little in common. And then you both pull up on bikes or, you know, see the bro with the helmet and, oh, Jamo, what do you ride, you know? And then it's a fun, big conversation, starts up, you can keep talking for ages. Yes, yeah, find a bit of respect for each other and others respect you as well. And, you know, as long as you're safe and not putting other people's lives in danger, making silly decisions, you know, there's a time and place for everything, time and place for speed, for, you know, everything, but probably on a public road with other traffic users isn't quite that place, but each to their own as well, you know. And saying that, bro, you ride your own ride. If you want to go freaking, if you want to be a hectic dude on the streets, you know, you go be a hectic dude, bro. That's your life, and that's what's helping you out at that time.